Hey there, it's Coach C, and welcome to the Daily C, your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, a little bit of coaching. And I want to talk about leadership today. So it's been something that's been on my mind, and a lot of the work that we do with our clients is really how do you reinvent your leadership? Because fundamentally, here's the reality, our leadership skills we inherited. And along the way, we've learned tools and we've learned some tips, but mostly we inherited how we perceive leadership from the people that we were raised by, our family, our parents, the teachers that taught us, the coaches we had, who the leaders of the political climate, wherever you grew up. We really inherited a lot of that. And sometimes left unexamined, we will default to leadership positions that we learned from a really young age. And when you're defaulting to a leadership position that you learned from a young age, we keep relying on tools that may no longer serve us, that may no longer work. So we go to create a new leadership style or a way of working with people moving forward, and we keep getting similar results to the ones that we've had in the past, or we feel like we're spinning our wheels. Or sometimes we just slam into a brick wall where every time we used a strategy to succeed in terms of our own leadership skills, that strategy became bankrupt and we're not getting the results we once produced. And leadership is very much like that. It's being a conscious leader means being present to how you leave people. And being a conscious leader means really understanding, number one, how you operate, how I operate, what is it that is driving underneath, what's really going on. So if we have these images and perceptions of what leadership should be or what management should be, then we're going to operate from those perceptions, and left unexamined, most of those things aren't necessarily going to give us the results that we're committed to. So I wanted to talk about that because I think for me as a leader and for a lot of my clients, we're really engaging in the process of reinventing yourself. And it starts with understanding what are the paradigms, what are the perceptions that we hold ourselves in leadership, and also what is our judgment about what makes a good leader and what makes a bad leader. The other thing, and here's the reality of this, you may think you're an incredible leader, but you want to check to see what are the perceptions of other people. So it doesn't matter whether your leadership style is to be a very analytical leader. You may be a very creative leader, you may be right out there, you may be more mindful in terms of statistics, you may be more cautious, less risk averse. All of those things create who you are as a leader. And what you want to do with all of this information is figure out, well, what is it that are your really elevate the strong points and the things that really work about that leadership. And what are the areas where that is getting in your way? Are you too risk averse? Are you everything has to be perfect and well aligned and a plan and a strategy, and then you don't get your ideas off the ground, or you're not fast enough to market? So in terms of your own style, and this is what I really was working with today, your leadership style creates the context and the culture for your company. So whether you're a company of 2 or 3, or whether you're a company of 150 or 250 or 1,000 is irrelevant. You want to understand that what sets the tone, what sets the pace, is the context, and that comes from your leadership style. And you're creating that in your organization. So if you're a fixer, then you're creating a leadership style where people are waiting for you to fix the problem. So they're not necessarily going to fix the problem. If your leadership style is command and control, people will be paralyzed to make decisions until you actually, give them the permission to make the decisions. If there's consequences for making mistakes around you, people will be less risk averse around you and won't take as much ownership of the end result. So you just want to notice what is the thing and how are they perceiving it, because bottom line, how you perceive you and your leadership is not the same way as the people that you work with, your family, your friends, and your clients. So that's it for the Daily C, a little tip on some leadership. What's your leadership style and how is it serving you and how's it getting in your way? All those things are critical to reinvention, and That is a big part of what we do all the time with ourselves and with our clients. Have a great evening. Please like, subscribe, share, and enjoy the YouTube channel on the Daily C.